What up, man? Good afternoon.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Alrighty. I know this is a revenge game for you.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Powering his way forward. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now they'll shift things around. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw, here's Nix. This will be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Second and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Watkins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready? 19 Lions.
Anderson. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Nix. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw is Nix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's second and 6. Here's a give up the middle, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Nix to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now it's Nix. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone.
Body, but that was a tight fucking.
A great effort there.
Damn, that was tough.
Number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Great blocking by the O-line.
Extra point forthcoming.
Great blocking by the O-line. Great block.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, If they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Anderson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's still on his feet.
Wow.
Touchdown,
He got through all that shit. That's cold. Good run.
His 3rd rushing touchdown.
I wasn't even hit sticking. I was trying to tackle.
An extra point away from evening this one up.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise,
Damn it.
continue downfield.
He had a hell of a good defensive stance on his first series and give him a fucking touchdown.
We are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust.
Yeah.
So they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to
What up,
the
dog?
quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as
Like,
well.
dude.
They did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Huh? I know, huh? Hit it. It's okay.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Yeah, dude, I'm happy for you.
13 times. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run, first level being the D line, and linebacker second
really?
level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well, you make the.
Well, he didn't believe you? You were.
Well, he's like, I just got to make sure
on the defense.
Over the moves,
over 18.
Yeah, you're here by yourself.
There's Perkins on first down. And he is
that's not what I wanted to do.
Behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 11 now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. Nice
Owl, the backup. Backup went in.
Strong drive as a response.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Huh?
A great play there.
Oh, you did? Freaky Law Firm just called me and said something about they emailed you about something.
Yeah, and I called him and let them know
just
that
how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Make sure you let them know what your email address is. Make sure they have the correct one.
Yeah, they should.
Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it.
All right, guys. All right. He can get the ball second half too.
Oh, yeah, she just.
So I think she needs all the paperwork from the physical therapist, which is on the clipboard.
Yeah, she's got some food treated and
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah,
damn it!
This is why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game.
Come on, guys.
More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. to throw. Anderson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Anderson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 19 tight. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 70 range. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here we go. 18, Pioneer. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The defense
All right,
was ready
bud.
for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Second down and 6 now.
Set. 19 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Set. Set go.
Back to throw. Anderson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the
Hey,
left
better.
hash, here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Good first half, my man. Good first half. That was a hell of a drive you got right there at the end of that fucking minute and a half you had left.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this.
Oh, motherfucker, I had it in my eyes. I was right fucking there.
Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And just shutting him off.
Good job, guys.
Pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas
that name looks
down.
familiar.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 5.
Let's go. Hurt, hurt.
Looking to throw. Anderson. Forced out to his left.
I saw him get open. Had nobody there.
Luke Schoonmaker. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Aubrey now for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it?
Whoops.
A challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs them up 5. First and 15. Now they'll change things up. Off the play fake. Nix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Incomplete, into the hands of Fowler. And they're able to get this one across.
Oh, he looks hurt too. Don't worry, we got plenty of backups.
We're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, here's Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and 8.
There's somebody else in mine I want in place. Oh, never call timeout while you're on offense, by the way.
Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, the ball comes
Fuck.
out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise.
Oh, wow, him too? God damn.
Oh, that's a perfect word for
Wow.
precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league.
Oh, I can technically go for it because it's fucking 4th and inches, if I remember correctly. Oh, I don't want to burn a fucking timeout.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the
Good
end
kick,
zone
man. It could have
for
been a better
touchback.
kick.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's out to the left flat, and now
Oh, you got it back. Oh, I got it. I got it. Fuck yeah. We're going to see if it's going to be reviewed. Ah, it's coming back. Fuck. It always comes back.
They have it right. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Anderson.
What the fuck was that? That was weird.
It's a sack. He couldn't get
I couldn't even get off of him either.
Losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Anderson.
Good defense, good defense.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And now an audible here into something else. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball's 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Nix from the shotgun. That is caught. He's got a first.
Damn, dog, you bit hard on that one. I didn't do nothing for you to bite on.
Marvin Mims, 52 yards. And the
it's gonna be one of us that's gonna do that. One of us is gonna bite on something.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the
A
end zone.
great play by Mims, man. Damn. Good job, buddy.
Down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses
Final
like to
season of
do is
YGL League, you're gonna learn. Final season.
Respect it,
Man.
throw out of those. In this case,
Been a good
they took
good
a nice
run.
shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
I think this is my second full season right here. Maybe my third. I can't remember. Takes about a month to complete a season. And you and I played 2 months ago.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped.
Come on, guys. Let's knock the ball out. Let's knock the ball out. Come on. Come on, boys. We need a turnover. Big time turnover.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Anderson throwing to start the drive.
Oh,
it's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out.
Man, I've been trying to fuck around with that. What is that defense? 3-3-5? Penny? I've been trying to fuck with Penny. I just can't fucking. I just don't fucking like it for whatever reason.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Anderson. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You almost had me on the running back.
Ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if we keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
2nd and 3. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Protect the ball, bro. Protect that fucking ball.
Shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
It's my body's right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they
oh, shit, what a block. Why is everything so slow? That was really slow. Everything was so slow.
He was unable to shake free there. For a loss of a yard.
We constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be.
That was some insane blocking right there. You had a dude get knocked on his back.
2nd and 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Wow, what a tackler right there.
But they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a
look at him. Look at Bo. Look at Bo.
What you would call
Streaming.
straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
All right, get some points. Get some
And
points.
his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a
Tell you what,
defensive
much different
perspective,
game than the last one we played.
They did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Fumble it.
This return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering to the field goal doesn't do them much on this drive.
Yeah, good blocking, man. I could not get off my fucking block. And I jammed up another player because I couldn't get off my block.
He has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
He wants to take those to the contract negotiations. Oh, W.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Anderson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Anderson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Anderson.
Ah, pick it again.
This throw's going to be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
What you moaning about?
Second and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And not totally home
really
free
clean
yet,
pocket.
but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now they'll audible to something else. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now they try the right side here. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one looks good. It is good.
Oof, holy shit.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Anderson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Anderson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
This is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Anderson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Anderson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
With just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Anderson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air.
Good game, dog. Good game. That was a tough one.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Denver, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
All right, bud. That was a tough game. That was a defensive slugfest. That was a very, very tough game. A lot of strategy went into that one. 18 for 25, 215 yards, 72% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, no INTs. That was the difference. He threw interceptions at the end of the game. I would say probably second half, and that cost him the game. We did keep him under wraps, 189 yards in the air. Rushing, he pounded the rock on me, bud. He did really good, 118 yards. Had he stuck with it, maybe that could have been a difference. But I was containing him when he was trying to run. I was able to bring him down. Frank only was 79 yards on 20 attempts. I mean, he had me locked up, bud. He had me locked up. I could not run the ball. Receiving, leveling, 5 for 49 yards. Clinton, 3 for 3. Nobody got 100 yards, bud. Patrick got a touchdown, and Frank got a touchdown, and Luke got a touchdown, and Mims got a touchdown. Wow. Tough game. Got a sack right there. We got a couple sacks. We did sack him a couple times. Got one there. Maybe that was the only one. Got an interception by Terrence. That was a user pick. User pick, by the way. Rick's got one. And he got one at the end. Actually, Rick's got the game-winning pick. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching.